Praise be Jesus Christ. Imagine this scenario. Bob works for Ford Motor Company. He builds Ford trucks. Ford is selling 1 million trucks a year. Bob is proud of his Ford trucks. He loves Ford trucks. But then the leadership of Ford begins to make some bad decisions and the sales begin to decline. They go from 1 million units a year to 900,000 to 800,000. Now, Bob isn't too happy about this. He doesn't want to see people driving Chevys and Dodges and Nissans and Toyotas. He wants to see people driving Ford trucks. But Bobby still has his pension and his job is still pretty secure, and it's kind of sad that people have to drive Dodges and Toyotas, but life goes on. Now, Betty works for a company that produces a cure for a disease that was killing 1 million children a year. Children in poor countries. The cure is very complicated to make, very hard to make, very expensive to make. Her company first begins to save the lives of 100,000 children a year. And then 150,000, and then 200,000, and then 300,000. Now, Betty, her company too, starts making some bad decisions. And the number of lives that her company is saving begins to decline. It maxes out at 500,000, and then it begins to decline. 450,000, 400,000, 350,000. Now, Betty has gone on annual trips to teach doctors and nurses how to administer this cure. She's administered it herself to children. She's seen the children whose lives were saved because of the cure. She's held these children in her arms. Let me tell you something. Betty, she's not too concerned about her retirement, how much money she makes, how nice her office is, whether or not she's going to get the next promotion. All she cares about is saving the lives of children. Now, the Catholic Church is all about the salvation of souls. A decline in the Catholic Church means a decline in the salvation of souls. And brothers and sisters, fellow Catholics, right now, in many parts of the world, the Catholic Church is in decline. That means souls are being lost. And guess what, my dear Catholics? This is happening on our watch. We can't blame people from a century ago. We can't blame people in the future. This is our watch. This is here and now. A decline in the Catholic Church, a decline in the salvation of souls. You know who needs to do something about this? Us. Now. We need to have a tremendous concern for the salvation of souls. Viva Cristo Rey. And let me add a scripture. In 1 Corinthians chapter 9, St. Paul says, an obligation has been imposed on me. And woe to me if I do not preach the gospel. Viva la Iglesia Católica.